Hey, what's going on? Uh, I picked up a huge package of chicken legs. You know, the amazing thing is chicken wings used to be cheap, and now a container of chicken wings, I think it's like 12 chicken wings, is like $11. That's ridiculous. I picked up a huge package of chicken legs for $3.20. Now, the pile was a lot bigger, but I ate them. Before I put them on the grill, I boil them. I'm one of those people, I don't like to see any blood in my chicken when I eat it. So I boil it ahead of time, and then I put barbecue sauce on it, and then I put it on the grill. But that's not where I'm going with this. So when I boiled the legs, instead of having to go out and buy bouillon, you've already boiled chicken in the water. So now we have chicken broth. So this is going to be a sustainable meal. Money's real tight. I'm trying to get caught up from having the whole winter off. So this is my garlic that I planted in September. September or October? I think it was October. You have to plant garlic when it's cold. So I picked some of that up from my parents' house. Remember Goodfellas? You got to cut it razor thin. That's true. It tastes better when it's cut razor thin. So we're using our Spyderco Robin here to do that. It's nice to be able to go out in the yard and pick something instead of going to the store and buying something where you don't know how it was processed. I know this is completely organic, so I'm cool with that. And it didn't cost anything. I grabbed 11 sour heads of garlic from work last year before we closed, and I planted them all around the yard. And we'll talk about food plots too. As far as herbs go, I plant herbs all over the place. Well, herbs you can eat. I'll show you that in a minute. Now imagine not having any money and all the food stores are out of food. You still like to be able to feed yourself. So this is one of the things I do in case times get really hard. And in this case, it's not that hard. I can afford to buy beer, but I wanted to make something off of what I foraged. Now another thing I plant are wild chives. Wild chives are basically, they're a hardier variety of chives. You take chives that you buy in the store, and if you can preferably get them with roots. If you can't get them with roots, put them in water and root them. So these are the chive flowers. I picked this off the island this morning, actually. Gotta look in here. You gotta watch out there's no bugs in there, because for some reason ants like getting into chive flowers. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Put that in the pile. I'm going to rinse this off a little more. It's got a little more sand on it. These will come up every year, no matter how cold it gets in the wintertime. These will come up every year. And they have a fantastic onion flavor to it. I don't take the bulbs out. You could also use the bulbs, but I want it to grow back. So See, it's cheap to eat the ramen noodles, and that's what everybody goes for storage. But this actually has nutritional value as opposed to just calories and salt. I really like this Spyderco ramen. Okay, move that off to the side. Let's put it in a bowl. Now, if you could forage mussels or a Canada goose, which they're readily available around here by the thousands. I almost didn't want to put this video up just for that reason. Everybody talks about, like, well, what happens when the food goes away? There's food everywhere. The sooner you realize that, the better off you'll be. Okay, need a fork. Now we have some eggs here. The idea is a lot of calories in the cheap. Being able to survive with no money. I'm all about that. Now at the local fair, when the pretzel guy's closing up, he throws away all the salt. So I ask him before he throws it all away. That's what kind of loser I am. I come up and I have a coffee cup, and I ask him if I can have some of his salt that he's going to throw away anyway. And he always gives it to me. And he usually gives me about 20 pretzels that nobody ate. So we'll take that pretzel salt, put it right in there. Now let me bring you over to the stove. I'm a camera crew, so you're gonna have to forgive me. It's just us. There we go. That'll work. Now, this is the chicken broth that we boiled the chicken legs in. We're gonna add what we harvested in there. Mix that around. You can eat the flowers too. I'm gonna put a little pepper in here. This is another shoemaking trick. When I order rice from the Chinese restaurant, I ask them not to cook it. So I get a pint of rice raw. I can cook it myself for the same price. Mix that in there. Nobody's ever questioned me about that. It kind of takes them by shock. Okay, so now you mix it around and add the eggs little by little. Wait for it. Here it comes. Look at that. Homemade egg drop soup. That's why they call it egg drop. Ready? Drop, 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 drop. And then it floats. See? So basically, we made this soup for... Plus we have the chicken too. for $2.90. We got the salt for free, we got the garlic for free, we got the chives for free, and we got the rice for free. So you can get stuff for free. And I'll let this, I'm getting overrun by ants in this house. I'll let this roll for about 20 minutes to soften up the garlic and for the rice to cook. And literally, you could live off this for 3 days later.